That San Diego Chargers team to just one touchdown in the first half. Now, you got to remember, the Chargers scored on average 28 points per game. So they're going into the halftime locker room, and they've given up 7 points, and it's 7-0, and Rex Ryan just rips up the game plan with Bart Scott, the linebacker, and they're just saying, you know what, we're going to go back to what we do, which is we're going to play man-to-man, and we are going to blitz. We were too soft. They gave up 7 points. It felt like they were too soft. And they came after him, man-to-man, and they basically shut him down except for that final touchdown at the end of the game that made it kind of close. But that's the kind of belief they have in the coach, and it filters down, and it allows them to have the kind of autonomy with the head coach to say, you know what, coach, we got to do something different here, or we're going to lose the ball game, even though they were only down 7-0. So, you know, there's a belief that goes both ways, and it comes from the fact that you heard Mark Sanchez say, you know, he's very open with us. He tells us what he believes, and that allows the players to be open with him, and the result is a kind of democracy that works.
7 points at half, and this team is soft. That's incredible, unbelievable. Meanwhile, now that sets up the AFC Championship game against the Colts next week. Remember what happened in Week 16 when the Colts, some would say, let the Jets win. What did they learn from that game that can help them in this game? Are they mentally prepared to go in there and knock off the Colts this time when it really matters?
Well, you know what they learned? They learned to get their back up. Because everybody said, you know what, they don't belong in the playoffs because the Colts just pulled their starters, the Colts laid down. But my gosh, the irony couldn't be scripted any better. The Jets pull their starters, so the Colts pull their starters in Week 16, allow the Jets to make the playoffs, and now the Jets have a chance to knock them out. Rex Ryan said at the podium afterwards when he came out of the locker room, this is the matchup that nobody wants to see. He said, too bad. Here we come. And Bart Scott had a really funny line. He said, you know what? We're not the Golden State Warriors. We're not the Phoenix Suns. We're the old Detroit Pistons. It's ugly. We win ugly. It's not what the league wants. They want the aerial show. They want the fireworks. But that's too bad. That's the team we are, and we're coming to Indianapolis.
I don't remember the Warriors or the Suns winning the championship anytime soon anyway, so the Detroit Pistons are a good analogy there. Let's talk about the Chargers before I let you go, Sal Powell. Nate Kading, man, this guy missed 3 field goals all season long. He missed 3 today. How much were they talking about the missed opportunities, what could have been?
Well, you know, that's obvious that they had missed opportunities, but when you look at it overall, you can't blame the loss on the kicker. I mean, no football player worth anything would do that. Am I right about that, Q? I mean, come on. You never blame the loss on the kicker, especially when your offense, which is scoring 28 points a game coming in, is held to just 7 until the midway in the 4th quarter. I think it comes down to this. You know, the Jets just said, you're not going to run on us. And they made them one-dimensional. And then they said, all right, we're going to come at you up the middle. They got in Phillip Rivers' face. You saw the interception by Leonard. That was a direct result of the pressure on Phillip Rivers in his face. And they just played their game plan defensively and took the rhythm out of that San Diego offense. This is a San Diego offense. It's a track meet most of the time.
Yeah.
They got Antonio Gates. You know, I mean, you know, he looks like Shaq on skates out there.
That is why they call you the legend. The Sal Powell, the legend and the Jets good luck charm. Yeah, Chargers have scored 20-plus points in 22 straight games prior to this meeting, but they are going home. The Jets going back to the AFC Championship game for the first time since 1998. Our man, Sal Powell, best friend to the